Hello brothers and sisters, it is Sunday the 26th of January at 7:15 p.m. UK time. So I just wanted to make a quick video about the peace deal and the confirmation. It looks like it's coming out on Tuesday, and this is it. So Netanyahu en route to Trump meeting, and he says together we'll make history. He's taking off for Washington. Prime Minister contrasts the Iran nuclear deal championed by Barack Obama with the peace deal of the century to be released by a huge friend of Israel, Donald Trump. So let's just read this article. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Sunday vowed to make history as he headed to Washington for two meetings with US President Donald Trump, during which the White House is expected to unveil its much anticipated plan for Israeli-Palestinian peace. And then quoting Netanyahu, it says, "Over the last 3 years, I spoke countless times with President Trump, a huge friend of Israel, and his team about these vital security needs, about our security, about our justice. I will meet with President Trump tomorrow," that is Monday, "and on Tuesday, together with him, we will make history." As he boarded his 777 en route to the American capital, Netanyahu contrasted his antagonistic stance towards the last US President Barack Obama with his strong alliance with the current inhabitant of the Oval Office. 5 years ago, I went to Washington to Congress because I was forced to oppose a plan by the American president, so he's obviously referring to the Iranian nuclear deal, because I believe that this plan endangered Israel's most vital security needs, and indeed its very existence. He said, referring to the 2015 Iran nuclear deal that Obama championed. At the time, Netanyahu addressed a joint meeting of US Congress to advocate against the deal. Then he says, "Today, I'm going to Washington to stand next to an American president who is proposing a deal that I believe advances Israel's most vital security. When they shall say peace and safety, sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman, and they shall not escape," Netanyahu said, referring to Trump's so-called deal of the century. The deal, which is expected to be released on Tuesday. Tuesday is, as I mentioned in the previous video, Monday, Tuesday is the first of Shavat, which is also when Moses began to speak to the children of Israel on the first day of the 11th month. So it's the new month on Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday. The deal, which is expected to be released on Tuesday, has been deemed the most pro-Israel outline for Middle East peace ever presented by a US administration. Also on Sunday, his main political rival, Blue and White Party Benny Gantz, took off for Washington for a separate meeting with the US president. Both Netanyahu and Gantz are scheduled to meet with Trump separately and privately in the White House on Monday. Netanyahu and Trump are set for a high-profile meeting on Tuesday. Gantz on Saturday surprisingly announced that Trump had invited him to meet in person as the leader of the largest party in Israel, and previously it had appeared that Israel's de facto opposition leader was invited to join Netanyahu's meeting Trump. So they're obviously meeting separately. And it says here the plan, but further down, the plan which Trump said he would release before his meeting Tuesday is expected to strongly favor Israel and is unlikely to garner any international support if it is seen as undermining the prospect of a two-state solution. So, if this deal, in any way, shape, or form, regardless of whether Israel get all the settlements annexed, all the settlements that they want, if this plan recognizes a Palestinian state in any way, shape, or form on God's land of Israel, that is the breaking of the everlasting covenant. So, in the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verses 16, he says, "From the utmost part of the earth we have heard songs, celebrating, even glory to the righteous, even glory to the righteous. But I said," that's Isaiah said, "I said, my leanness, woe unto me, The treacherous dealers have dealt treacherously. Yea, the treacherous dealers have dealt very treacherously. This is what Isaiah is explaining here, is that the world is going to celebrate this deal. And it says, even glory to the righteous, referencing Israel. But Isaiah says, my leanness, my leanness. Isaiah understands that this is the breaking of the everlasting land covenant that God made with Abraham, an unconditional covenant, an eternal covenant that cannot be broken even by Israel. The breaking of the everlasting land covenant is the final straw which breaks the camel's back. So if this deal recognizes Palestine, then I don't know. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see what happens. But it looks like this is going to happen on Tuesday, which is interesting. Tuesday is the double blessed Tuesday. Tuesday is the third day, and it's called a double blessed Tuesday because God said this day is good twice in the book of Genesis, and it's the only day of the week that it is a double blessed Tuesday. So that's why the Jews like to get married on Tuesdays. So we shall see, guys. I just want to make a quick video. I'll also just point out some of you guys actually shared these links with me. Brexit, 50p coin unveiled by Chancellor Sajid Javid, and on the coin it says peace, prosperity, and friendship with all nations, and that's on the 31st of January. That's obviously the date of Brexit. So is Brexit a manifestation in the physical of something that is about to take place in the spiritual? And Brexit has been delayed, as we know, delayed and delayed and delayed, just like the peace deal of the century has been delayed and delayed and delayed. And there seems to be some sort of parallel symmetry there. But now we see the peace deal and Brexit at the same time. Is this a coincidence? I'm not so sure. But nevertheless, here we see Brexit just about to happen, and we see the peace deal of the century just about to be released. So our redemption draws nigh. This is what I've been waiting for. I'm actually quite, I'll be honest with you, I am nervous. I'm excited. I have a nervous excitement. I'm obviously greatly fearful for what will happen to this world if they divide God's land. I fear for what's coming to this world, but I know that I won't be a part of it. But nevertheless, I fear greatly for what's coming. So there's that. Then I will also just point out Bennett, who has, he's the right-wing minister. He has said, we won't allow even a centimeter of land to be surrendered. Defense Minister Bennett said he will back Trump's peace plan if it includes annexation, but won't support establishment of a Palestinian state. So the recognition of a Palestinian state is obviously rejected by the right wing, and Bennett has been against it. He says if it's annexation, we'll support it. If it's not annexation, we won't support it. And under no circumstances will we allow the establishment of a Palestinian state or recognition of such a state, and we will not permit handing over even a single centimeter of land. So Bennett seems to be implying that there is this idea that there could be the recognition of a Palestinian state. And then last but not least, thanks to one of you guys for sharing this with me. I found this also very interesting. In secret recording, Lev Parnas tells Donald Trump that he is the Messiah according to Jewish numerology. And I listened to this, and it was incredible. He was saying that the rabbis in Ukraine and some of the senior rabbis in Israel have noted that Donald Trump's name comes up to 420 something, 426 or something like that, and that is the number of the Messiah. I will add this article in the description of the video, and you can have a listen to it. This is the same one that records him saying that that they should get rid of the United States ambassador Marie Yovanovitch, but I found the fact that this Messiah thing was more interesting than him saying that they should get rid of her. So I will link this into the description of the video. I won't play it because it's not very clear, but you can definitely hear the conversation. But there's laughing and that kind of thing going on as well. And you can listen to it on YouTube, and you can hear them saying this about the rabbis saying that Donald Trump and his name is the equivalent of the name of the Messiah, and that they expect this Messianic figure to come and save the world. So I thought that was very interesting as well. So guys, I just wanted to make a very short video and just give you a quick update. It looks like the deal is coming on Tuesday, and we will see what happens. And I love you, and hope to see you in the sky.